have a problem. Whew. Hey everyone, my name is Sarah Marie. Welcome to or back to my channel. Today, I'm sure you know what I'm going to be doing based on the title, but I went book shopping a bit. So I thought I'd just show you what I got and kind of talk to you about the books because I'm excited to get to reading these. So most of these books I actually bought at Walmart. Little secret tip here, Walmart is super cheap on their books. They're just about as cheap as Amazon, so I definitely recommend checking out Walmart if you're trying to find some of the more popular books because 90% of these came from Walmart. The only book that didn't come from Walmart is the first book I'm going to talk about, and that is It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover. This I ordered on Amazon right when it came out. I didn't pre-order it because I was lazy, but I did order it when it came out. And this is supposed to be the continuation of It Ends With Us. This book is supposed to focus more on Lily and Atlas's relationship and kind of how Lily deals with co-parenting with Ryle because he's still a problem, but I am definitely excited to read this. Stay tuned for a reading vlog. I'm either going to post that before or after this video. So it might be up, it might not. If it is, I'll link it in the description. And also check out my TikTok because I'm thinking I'm gonna start a series where I read a couple chapters and then I talk about it on TikTok as I go through the book. So it'll be kind of like a read along with me and I'll talk about my feelings and opinions on the chapters that I read. But yeah, I can't wait to get into reading this book. I'm excited to read more about Atlas because he was definitely one of my favorite characters in It Ends With Us. So I'm gonna get to reading this probably today. Now the rest of these books are all from Walmart. So I will show you what I got from Walmart and I'll try to remember the prices. I think most of them were like $13 and I think one was $10, which a steal. I'll show you which one it is and you will be surprised. And that one is A Court of Thorns and Roses. So I've actually listened to a bunch of these books on audiobooks, but I want to go back and physically read them because I feel like I missed a lot of information and I'd like to be able to go through and like annotate these books. And I also just feel like I forgot a lot about the storyline because I see all these TikToks that are based on this series and I don't understand them. So my goal is to start reading this series again. I don't know if I'll finish it. I don't think I finished it in the audiobooks either, but I'm definitely excited to reread this book. So this is actually a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and it centers on our main character Feyre, who is a human, and she accidentally kind of murders a fairy. Which is a big no-no. So she ends up having to live the rest of her life in the fairy realm with the High Lord of the Spring Court. His name is Tamlin. And this just kind of talks about her journey while living over there, and she definitely shakes things up. I will say that. So I know this is a really good book, but I definitely want to reread it. Like I said, like with the physical book, I want to be able to annotate in here. I want to be able to like write down all my notes. So I'm gonna get to reading this sometime soon. So the next book I got from Walmart is Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. I've heard that this is a really great book. I don't know much about the plot line, but from what I understand, the main character's name is Naomi Witt, and she is supposed to be getting married, but she ends up leaving the man at the altar, partially to go help her estranged twin, who sounds like she is a hot mess. And in the process, kind of inherits a child, and I think she might fall in love with a barber. That's kind of what I get from this back summary and what I've heard about this book, but I also have heard that this book is relatively spicy, so I am excited for that part. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be adding this to my TBR, and hopefully I'll get to it soon. So the next book I got from Walmart is another book I've heard a lot of good things about. It's a series I've heard a lot of good things about, and I feel like everyone has read this, so I picked it up. And that book is Twisted Love by Anna Huang. Now, I've heard a lot of great things about this book. And from what I understand, it is kind of a brother's best friend, grumpy sunshine, good tropes, man, good tropes. And it is also a dual point of view book. So we have points of view from both the main characters, Ava and Alex. So from what I understand, Ava's brother asks Alex if he can kind of watch over Ava while he's gone. I'm excited for this. I think this is gonna be right up my alley. So I will update you guys when I read it because I bet I'm gonna like this series. Now this book I only really picked up because I was in the Walmart book section, right? Didn't expect anyone to talk to me. And I was looking at what are kind of the spicy books at Walmart. They've got like a section, and I think they're like the popular books, but a lot of them are pretty zesty, if you know what I mean. But someone else came up and was looking at the books as well and said that this is a really good book. Now, this is Court of the Vampire Queen by Katie Robert. Now, from what I understand on the back, this one seems pretty zesty as well, pretty spicy. The main character is Mina, and she is half vampire, half human. And it seems like her dad is this like powerful vampire politician, and in one of his like political moves, he decides to gift his daughter to another powerful vampire, which seems sketch. Although it does seem like this vampire is not as bad as he seems, and I think that a little bit of romance starts up there. So I don't know. I'm excited to read this and kind of figure out what's going on because it's intriguing, and I usually don't like vampire books. Twilight kind of ruined that for me. Everyone's obsession with vampires when the Twilight movies came out made me feel, ew, vampires. But I'm going to give this book a try because I think I can like it. And maybe it'll make me like vampires. You never know. And last but certainly not least, I also picked up The Chase by Elle Kennedy. And this is part of the Briar U series. I honestly have never heard of this series. I just thought that it looked intriguing. So this book is also dual perspective, and it centers on our main characters Summer and Fitz. Now Fitz is Summer's brother's best friend. That's kind of confusing. Either way. And Summer ends up moving in with Fitz and her brother. And I assume that this book is the tension that builds between the two of them while they're living with her brother. So from what I've seen on Goodreads and like the reviews on this, I think that this is going to be a good book. So I'm definitely excited to try it out and see what I think. So another TBR edition. So I have all of these new books and I'm definitely excited to read them. I think I'm going to actually build like a TBR cart so that I can have like a visual representation of the books I want to get read. I think I kind of just forget that I have books that I haven't read yet because I have little to no object permanence, and once it's sitting on that shelf, I forget it exists. So watch out for a video on that because I think I need to build a TBR cart. If you like hearing me talk about books though, you should definitely check out this video. I react to 1-star reviews of my favorite books, and I may have gotten a little offended. Just a wee bit. Either way, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and see you later.